Hello everyone, welcome back to some more Hearts of Iron 4. I was taking a look at things in between episodes and I didn't exactly notice this here. The bloody Germans have been trying to bomb southern England. And I don't quite like that, honestly. We have been losing a lot of our bombers over here, a lot of our fighters over here. But they have been taking at least basically the same amount of losses. And we have got some kills with AA. Or AAA, depends on what kind of we're using. Basically AA is anti-air and AAA can also be used against tanks, etc. It's a flak gun, the flak 88 that the Germans had, for example. That's a quality example of AAA. Either way, that is leaving me very thankful that I actually left some fighters up here. I just recalled a bunch of fighters from Ethiopia, because that is a minor front at best, and we're going to be focusing on reinforcing our own home sector over here. We just got a bunch of hurricanes back, etc., so that will be hopefully enough to get us sort of back up to the point where we need to be. Now we are producing 1.7 Spitfires per day, which is going to be very useful in the long run. So let's decrease production for the Hurricane a little bit and we'll start producing a little more Spitfires. Spitfires are pretty good. We're gonna need a lot of them in this war. Dear Lord, have mercy on our souls, please. But yeah, we're also still trying to pull these guys back over here, which is going to be very annoying to say the least. We're going to try and keep the Germans occupied on this front over here in the meanwhile. We can at least try and get out of here. We don't have a carrier fighter, we don't have close air support, we don't have a carrier variable naval bomber. Yeah, so what I've done in between episodes, I've set the amount that a carrier can use up a little bit, so now it's like, oh no, your carriers don't have stuff. So we've got to take a look at that at some point. Also, I turned down the music finally. Denmark has been invited into the war. Well, I say invited into the war. They've been invaded and they've been invited into our faction. Now we've got our lovely strategic bombers over here. They are still bombarding the northern part of the northeastern, the northwestern part, not northeastern. My bad. But yeah, we're trying to bomb their buildings ever so slowly. And it's not going too bad. Just executing by day and night because we don't have any opposition over here. I'm more worried about southern England, honestly, but it seems like the losses have slowed down for now. Investing in all that AA was worth it, because it massively decreases their capability to do bombing. We're still in control of the channel. I think I might tune it down to like 200 there. We have some people over here that are appointed to the Greater London area. Sussex, so that's... Okay, so these guys primarily have Spitfire Mark 1s. They are fighting over the English Channel. Let's set them down to 250. We'll tone it down a little bit and we'll keep Gladiators over there and Hurricanes. We'll set these guys up to 300. There we go. So they're going to start reinforcing. As a matter of fact, they are reinforced. They've got some Spitfire Mark 1s, they've got some Spitfires, they've got mostly Hurricanes though. I mean, Hurricanes aren't a bad plane. And we now have 400 fighters able to cover this area, which is lovely. So that means we should have less of a minority when fighting all those enemies. And hopefully we'll be able to actually get somewhere at some point with our air defense and things. Norway just got called in as well. So they are going to prepare a naval invasion of Norway. So it's good that we have our fleet search and destroying over there, because it is likely that they may try and capture, for example, the port in Finnmark over here. And Oslo might be a tempting target, as they can literally do a naval landing and instantly hit the capital. You know, tactics. We're still trying to get our troops out of Belgium here. Our diversionary attack on Lille is going okay, I suppose. It's not great. They are trying to attack us from Dunkirk. We'll beat them back soon enough. They've just taken Brussels, so we'll do a counterattack on that. Belgium hasn't officially capitulated yet, which is good. That allows us to get a troops. Gives us a chance to try and get our troops out of here. You guys just need to fall back so we can get this entire army back. Preferably more, but we can't save everything. At the very least, we'll be able to save our own troops. Let's cancel that for now. Actually, I'm gonna have you guys... Tell me that this is a naval base. Yeah, it has a naval base. Good. So we should be able to go either over there. Apparently this doesn't count as a naval base. Oh, it's got dockyards. Alright. Anywhere we'd like to pull them back to? Like, we could... I mean, I guess it's gonna have to be Dover. And there we go. Our troops are bailing. Netherlands have capitulated. They've almost entirely been taken over now. Dirk-Jan de Geer has announced that the Dutch nation can no longer withstand the pressure from the occupying German forces, committing travesties throughout the country. They've gone into exile, they have capitulated, and they're now in control. We've completed the ZARD mission, non-aggression pact from China, which we will accept. We can now go for the mod committee soon. Get a research bonus for nuclear tech, and then get bonus for secret weapons. I think what I'm gonna go for is naval rearmament now. Just fall back as quickly as you can. Try and make it to the port. Belgium has capitulated. These are dark times. ZARD is successful. Jolly good. The US agreed to our proposal. We get a research bonus for fighters, radar, and they like us more. Which I must say is always nice to have in these dark times. We're gonna stack up in the province of Vlaanderen over here. We're trying to pull our troops out, basically. So at this point, I'm not entirely sure if we can. They've lost a lot more bombers. We have lost a bunch less fighters. So we just shot down a bunch of their bombers, which is very nice. Just look at that peak. We lost a couple of fighters, sure, but overall our losses have gone down ever since we started turning up the numbers. And that's a good thing. We still have utter control of the channel here. And our close air support, etc. is still doing things. We've only lost accidental losses. Our close air support, etc. is bombing a lot of troops, which is good. Pretty soon we'll pull them out as well. Low manpower again. We're gaining up to 1.5k per month. It's not a lot. That's why we're mostly using, like, Belgian forces. We're not allowed to retreat here, so I think we're gonna lose these forces. Improved anti-air! Hello! That's gonna help out a lot. It's ahead of time by 0.5 years. So we'll get improved artillery and then we'll go for the improved AA. Doesn't look like we'll be able to hold our position here. We do have air support, which allows us to fight better. They do have an encryption advantage, however, and a planning bonus. Yeah, this is not going to work out the way we'd like to. That battle is going to be a loss. We've got 3 military factories, producing nearly 2 Spitfires per day now. We're getting there. We're finally getting more factories. We've basically filled our infantry equipment to demand, which is great. What do we really need is the question. We can go for some light tanks. We lost a couple of them. How's the logistics looking? We are still down 500 tanks. Down 90 bombers. Which is fair enough. Spitfires still down 60. Almost. And then we'll start phasing out the Hurricane. Better yet, I think we might as well be able to switch them over to the Spitfire Mark 1 now. There we go. Get us some more Spitfires. We're out of oil, so US, please give us more oil. 3 military factories, so invest in more Spitfires? I think we must. Now, having said that, it also might not be a bad idea to start producing some other planes. What's the difference between a naval bomber and a carrier naval bomber? You've got more air defense. Air attack's the same. Agility is superior on the land version. Naval targeting is the same. Naval attack is the same. Speed is the same. Oh no, speed on the carrier version is a bit worse. And the land version is easier to build. Let's get ourselves some Blenheims. There we go. And yeah, our troops here are about to surrender. There we go, they're all wiped out now. Cancel missions in the region. Unfortunate, but that is the way of things. They've got a bunch of bombers here. Let's cancel the bombing for now. Air wings with no mission, that's fine. And we have air supports and things. We'll send the tactical bombers into the English Channel. We'll send close air support into the English Channel as well. And we'll just commence, like, naval strikes. Sure. We have 300 close air support now targeting shipping in the channel. It's gonna be crazy. Hopefully that'll be good. Looks like we have control of the channel, at least from a bird's eye view of things. We are intercepting, like, ooh, Koninklijke Onderzeeboot Smaldale. So that's a Dutch submarine. Interesting. Yeah, they've got like 20 of them. Cool. Where's our Marines? We only have 2 Marines. Did we lose? Oh no, there's our Marines. Okay, good. So we have our Marines everywhere. That's good. You guys are exercising. I'd like to unassign the Marines. I'm going to keep them as a special light detachment. move them all into East Anglia, I suppose, because we might as well. Germany has called Japan into the war. Oh boy. Unread naval strike results. They had 300 tactical bombers. We had that. They hit the HMS Valiant. Okay, so they are stepping up like naval strikes. We are bombing enemy ships though, so that's good. They have sent over 300 enemy bombers. We have some fighter losses. They have a lot more bomber losses. Port strike results. The Germans are attempting the port strike. They hit the HMS Frobisher? Frobisher. Oh, it's a heavy cruiser. Bloody hell. They hit it hard then with the Dornier 23. They lost a spike load of bombers though. Like, I dare say that we're ahead, actually. By far. Bloody bastards. There's justification of war goals against us or allies. The HMS Valiant! It got hit, but it shot down 2 Heinkel HE-111s. Interesting. This front is still going terrible, annoyingly enough. Yeah. I have a bad feeling that Hong Kong is about to fall. For no reason. I mean, we did get some French troops to help in Singapore, actually, so that might be useful. Yeah, we got like 1 colonial division. They're all bloody rookies, but they'll do, I suppose. African Theater, how are you guys looking? Mostly rookies, unfortunately. So that's why we're not really winning. What? Hey, you guys are about to lose over here, actually. Italy is going to push in and take over. I'm going to rebase these guys. Then we should have them, like, doing things. Alright, port strike results. They damaged the HMS Queen Elizabeth. So those bastards are still trying. But they are losing a lot of bombers, which is good for us. Because they're not going to be able to keep this up soon. Whereas we easily can. Let's quickly check our things over here. What do we have? Full anti-air, okay. Just making sure. We don't have a lot of, like, civilian factories right now. So we'll go ahead and prioritize them. Actually prioritize these, because they're nearly done. There we go. We'll continue working on this factory, and we have some things that are being damaged in Alexandria, Gibraltar, and Sussex. Sussex is being port struck. Gibraltar is being bombed, I think. It's actually being attacked as well. We're currently winning. British Raj is coming to our aid here. It's not looking too good. We've got some German infantry helping them nationalists. And then Malta is under heavy tactical bomber attack, from the look of things. We lost some fighters by accident. They don't actually have any bombers over Malta right now. They do have a ton in the Tyrrhenian Sea, which we're not caring about. And we've got some French troops in Malta as well to help. That is great. Very useful, very welcome as well. We're gonna need you over there. You guys are about to do rebasing. Search and destroy in the Eastern Mediterranean. the Red Sea while we still control it, and that's about it, so we don't disperse too much. We'll get a commander, Arthur Powers, sure. And then we have 8 submarines over here, which are now in port. We'll make it burn at Rawlings, sure. Convoy rating all the way over there. Unread port strike results. They hit another ship of us, HMS Valiant. Another battleship. They are running out of bombers, though. We are starting to run out of fighters, but I feel like we're going to win it in the long run. Which is good. Slowly working on some Blenheim heavy fighters. Naval base bombed. They hit the HMS Frobisher again. Large ships on low strength. Oh dear. Can I like select you to detach? Can I not detach? That's annoying. Great new fleets. Frobisher, there we go. You can go over there. How about that? I'd rather not lose that ship. Fighters over here have taken a bloody beating. But we have shot down like over 500 enemy bombers. They've lost over 1,000. And AAA, I'm just gonna say AAA. AAA has lost has actually shot down a few. You are about done on the 26th, so in 2 days. We lost 4 carrier fighters and 3 naval bombers. But we did shoot down, with our naval bombers actually, we shot down 3 HE AAAs, triple ones, HE 111s. That's not bad. Although they did hit us quite bad in the return for that. Will be sent to reserves. Yes, please. Set priority to these guys. They need the Spitfires. Naval base has just been bombed again. Our Blackburn Sharks have shot down more HE 111s, although they have lost more people in return. We're up to 262 fighters in this squadron. A bunch of them are starting to become Spitfires, so we should be getting more efficient at shooting them down. And again, we still have firm control of the channel, so nothing to worry about there. We do actually have air support superiority over northern France. What I'm going to do is deploy you guys to northern France. Do like strategic bombing and things like that. I also like strategic bombers. Do the strategic bombing. Alright, port strike. We're losing more carrier fighters and naval bombers. I'd like a single token line for better carrier fighters if we can. So we'll get to that soon. HMS Frobisher has sunk, unfortunately. She didn't get out of port fast enough. They did, however, lose a single HE-111. We're still losing more CV naval bombers, which is very annoying. Aircraft detection total is Not bad. Radars in range does help.